Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
You know, I'm just like you. I've finally decided I don't think I can vote for Hunter Biden next time.
Yeah,
I don't
same
think
here.
he's getting my vote.
Yep.
I'm coming down hard on this one.
I
And by the way, if he covered up the murder of an American journalist with a bone saw, I'd be even less for Hunter Biden. So
Yeah.
let's keep that in mind.
Right?
Yeah, let's do that.
But the way the right is trying to tie
Make a thing
what
out of
Hunter
this.
did to Joe Biden
Right.
is crazy.
It's-
Yeah, let me tell you, tonight I'm on News Nation tonight with our old buddy Dan Abrams,
Yes.
and I love Dan, and it's a fine channel. But wow, every topic is Hunter Biden or Joe Biden's age,
Yep.
and will Hunter Biden hurt Joe Biden's age, and can Joe Biden's age hurt Hunter Biden? Will Gretchen Whitwer run to replace Hunter Biden? Democrats are begging for it. I mean, everything.
Well,
Can Gavin Newsom save us from Hunter Biden?
Yeah.
Every topic.
Yeah.
They're so scared. The billionaires are so
Yeah.
scared of this old man.
Yeah. And I'm interested in media stuff, and it sounds like News Nation has picked a lane. You
Yeah.
know, they said they're going to be straight down the middle, but it seems like they've picked a lane.
Yeah.
Well, when you're trying to build a network, we all remember the early days of MSNBC.
Yeah.
News Nation has not hired Michael Savage yet, so I think they're doing okay. Keep that in mind.
Yes.
Very, very, very true. And
Every topic.
and I know your love for Ron DeSantis knows no
Oh, yeah.
bounds. Knows
Oh,
no
the
bounds.
Pride woke. Yeah. I'm a fan of comedy, and I'm a fan of weak, doughy men who try to do performative cruelty on weaker people to show really weak people that they're strong, because it works so well in the general election. I didn't think I could love Ron DeSantis more, and then we got this week's softcore gay porn ad, which is essentially attacking Donald Trump for
Right.
insufficient bigotry. And I mean, oh my God, Chris,
Yep.
the amount of shirtless, sweaty muscle bros in that video.
Might as well be my Instagram.
I swear to God, I feel like I hacked somebody's grinder. The amazing thing about this homoerotic masterpiece that Ron DeSantis put out, when you actually watch it and I watched it on my phone, couldn't believe it. Watched it on my laptop, couldn't believe it. Watched it on the TV. Sharmy comes in. You have to see it. It is both a naked appeal to bigotry and a bigoted appeal to nakedness.
Yes.
And that's pull off. They did it.
Well, and he compares himself to Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. Like, dude, seriously, did you read the book or see the movie?
Right.
I mean,
Know your juvenile lane. Know your, it's like, Ron DeSantis was the guy who thought it was really edgy to have a Scarface poster on his dorm room wall. Know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's so sad. It's just like an adolescent boy. And again, just watch the ad with his wife for when he first ran, with him building the blocks with his child and groveling.
right.
I just can't wait to watch Chris Christie destroy all of them.
Do you think he'll
Well,
be the
it's
nominee?
nothing.
Do you think he'll beat them? Do you think he'll win the nomination?
No. Listen, I still think it's Trump's to blow. Of course, there is this 6 inches of plaque surrounding Trump's heart, so
Right.
it could fall to the wayside. But don't be surprised if Glenn Youngkin winds up swooping in here, because Ron DeSantis could have played it smart. He could have let Trump stink this thing up, hung back, and had 2028 all to himself. But Ron DeSantis is not a smart man. Glenn Youngkin is a bit more clever, and he might hold back. But at this point, all of these fascists, Jody, they are trying so hard to get this old, stuttering 80-year-old man reelected. I don't think we need to do anything. They're making it easy for him.
They
Biden
definitely
can wear
are.
loafers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the accusation of him being in the basement, last time, and that's why, he can't be in the basement now because he has no record to run on high. Jobs numbers are out. Manufacturing's coming back. All of these things are coming back because of this president and the Democrats in the House and in the Senate that were able to get those things passed in the first 2 years of his administration. So, I mean, yeah, he can run on his record. It's a great record.
I mean, hey, there's a lot of Republicans who are running on Joe Biden's record that they voted against, so why not Joe Biden too?
Right.
Well, yeah, he's even going to Marjorie Three Toes' district because of the Green New Deal stuff, basically. I mean, it's not even a Green New Deal yet.
Yeah, there's going to be a solar factory.
Yeah, solar factory is going to be built in her district, so he's going.
Yeah, he's going for the groundbreaking.
I love it. I love it. Just rub their noses in it.
Born for moral people. That's all it
Exactly.
is.
Exactly.
Yes.
Born for moral.
So you have an unpopular take on Indiana Jones. What is it?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. I loved it. I loved it.
Why is
have
that
seen it-
unpopular?
I have seen it twice already.
Wow.
Because everyone's beating up on it because the initial reviews at Cannes were so scathing. I've never seen a movie come out of Cannes with such a low aggregator score on Rotten Tomatoes, and then once people started seeing it, it goes up. I saw it for the second time yesterday in Harlem. Very racially mixed audience in the middle of the day. People were cheering and applauding. Harrison Ford's great. The metaphors are beautiful. It's a movie that's all about time. It's all about Indiana Jones finding himself to be an ancient relic and then having to rediscover that. And Harrison Ford's amazing in it. You have to see it in a theater. Forget the haters. And the best part is every time Indiana Jones punches a Nazi, the Nazis call him woke. So watch for that part.
No, I am looking forward to seeing it. I really, really am.
Yeah, see it in the theater. It's wonderful. It's a long movie, and it's not like a sequel to Temple of Doom. This is a film with a lot of character development. It's all about not believing in yourself anymore and losing hope. People are mad because Indiana Jones is in a tough spot in the beginning of the film, and you see him kind of a broken down, sad, drunk old man. But that's how all the great stories begin.
Yeah.
You know, you have to have the defeat and the loss and the pain in the first chapter to overcome it. And God knows progressive Democrats and people who vote in this country know what that feels like. It's really, really a very moving movie.
And I'm a big fan of Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
She's fantastic.
Yeah.
She's terrific in it. She's terrific in it. But, you know, the same people who didn't like strong female leads in Star Wars movies, aren't going to like this either.
Well,
But you know what? The original Indiana Jones had a strong female.
yeah.
Yes, it did. Of course it did. But that's before these man babies learned how to be sexist, Chris.
Yeah.
They didn't find strong women when it's Princess Leia. But now when they're grown up and old enough to be insecure about women who can think for themselves, suddenly they're threatened by a female Jedi. Yeah. You know these incels.
Of course.
You know them. They call your show too.
Yep, they absolutely do.
They definitely do. They definitely do. You tweeted this out. The American Medical Association and the American Psychiatric Association both confirmed that being transgender is not a mental illness. No kidding. Thank you very much. And the Jesus parts of the Bible confirm that trans discrimination is not Christian, and Jesus teaches us all to call out pious, mean frauds like Josh Buice.
Oh, that was a guy who was, that was another Christian who was trying to find a spiritual license to be cruel to people. Because that's how you know you're dealing with a stupid fundamentalist, right? When they try to find some wiggle room for Jesus to let them hate marginalized people and be cruel and discriminate against minorities. It's fascism 101. I'm so tired of these. Look, humans are non-binary.
Right.
Men have nipples come on. Like, we all start off as female. We all transition. If you believe that God took Adam's rib to make Eve, then you believe the first ever woman transitioned from a man. St. Paul says in Galatians that there's neither male nor female in Christ, aka we're all non-binary. I'm so tired, not of the haters, but you know this, Jody, I'm so tired of the media that lets these people get away with calling themselves Christian. I'm so tired of a media that says, well, of course this woman went to the Supreme Court to try to not make a gay wedding website because it's her Christian beliefs. There was no gay wedding. There were no gay people. The whole story was AstroTurf, but the most fake thing about it is you can't pretend homophobia has anything to do with that guy Jesus. Right. I'm so sick of the media letting these Mike Pences and these Ron DeSantis's say that they're Christian because they're mean to trans children. Nuh-uh, doesn't work that way. Are you fighting for the poor? Are you fighting for the less fortunate? Are you fighting for nonviolence? Are you fighting for the sick to have better care? Are you welcoming the stranger? If not, find a new name for your hate-driven little clique.
If I could know where they're... There we go.
There we go.
Oh, it started off funny, and then I got preachy. There were Nazi
what
jokes.
happened?
I like the Nazi jokes. They were great. Too soon, though.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Yeah, I know.
You also, speaking of what you were just talking about, politicians talking about raising the retirement age are talking about cutting Social Security and Medicare. I mean, already our generation, I think we're not allowed to start collecting or getting Medicare until we're 67 now. And I believe Social Security is at 67 now. It was 65 for the generation before us. So Gen Xers were the first one where that cut began.
Exactly.
Exactly.
We're used to being overlooked,
And like
though.
true Gen Xers, we don't care.
Yeah.
Right.
We won't talk about
Whatever.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, that scans. Yeah.
right? It's like, hey, Gen X is trending, and Gen X doesn't care.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, we don't, do we?
No.
We don't at all.
Oh, you millennials are the first generation to have a lower standard of living than the one that came before, because no one counts Gen X anymore.
Exactly.
We're just I'm just trading in my Doc Martens for Dr. Scholl's and trying to get to bed on time. That's as good as it gets.
You and me both.